When you arrive at the Chengdu World Games 2025, it's impossible not to notice the line of sleek, modern buses pulling up one after another, carrying athletes, officials, and spectators with a quiet confidence that immediately speaks of progress. These are the new Higer V series, the flagship fleet chosen to represent Chinese engineering and transport design at one of the year's most prestigious events. Seeing them in motion is the first sign that this is not just a bus, but a showcase of where mobility is heading. From the outside, the V series has a presence that stands apart from the buses many of us are accustomed to. The front fascia carries a wide, flowing design, with angular LED lighting strips that sweep into the bodywork, giving the face of the bus a futuristic, almost automotive feel rather than something strictly utilitarian. There's a confidence in the way the panels are sculpted, with clean body lines and a strong stance that suggests both strength and elegance. It's clear Higer wanted to make a statement here, and they succeeded. Walk closer and you notice the build quality, which is where a lot of manufacturers either impress or disappoint. On the V series, the panel fit, the paint finish, and the trim elements feel deliberate and high-end. This is particularly important at a global sporting event where the buses aren't just transportation, they're ambassadors for a brand and a nation. Every hinge, every handle feels engineered to endure the kind of heavy use that thousands of passengers bring during a multi-week international competition, yet they don't look heavy-handed. Instead, the design manages to remain welcoming, almost premium, which is not a word we often associate with public transport vehicles. Stepping inside, the cabin carries that same philosophy forward. Large windows flood the space with natural light, a crucial element for both comfort and safety. The seats are ergonomically shaped and spaced to allow ease of entry and exit, which is vital when shuttling groups of athletes or fans on tight schedules. The materials are durable, but they don't give off a cold, industrial feel. There's a subtle sophistication to the way the fabric patterns and lighting are arranged. Ambient LED strips along the ceiling give a modern, airy tone that feels more like stepping into a new aircraft than onto a bus. Sound insulation has clearly been a focus. Conversation remains easy even while moving through the dense streets of Chengdu. For the drivers, Higer has gone above and beyond. The cockpit of the V series reflects the company's emphasis on smart technology. The dashboard is fully digital, with a high-resolution display providing real-time data from the GBOS system, integrating GPS navigation, fuel or battery monitoring, diagnostics, and maintenance alerts. The steering wheel and controls are laid out in an intuitive, driver-centric way, reducing fatigue and allowing operators to focus on safety. Visibility is wide and unobstructed, a factor that becomes even more important in crowded environments like an international sports venue. Out on the road, performance is what truly defines this new generation. Depending on the configuration, the V series can run on diesel, natural gas, or fully electric powertrains. The ones deployed in Chengdu leaned heavily toward new energy options, offering whisper-quiet operation and instant torque that gives the bus surprising agility for its size. Acceleration feels smooth and controlled, while braking is progressive and secure. Suspension tuning is particularly well judged, soaking up road imperfections and delivering a steady ride even on less forgiving urban surfaces. For passengers, this translates into comfort. For drivers, it provides confidence that the machine beneath them is both predictable and responsive. Safety has not been overlooked either. Beyond the robust structure and crumple zones built into the chassis, the V series comes equipped with advanced driver assistance features like lane departure warnings, collision mitigation, and even fatigue monitoring for the operator. These are features we usually associate with premium automobiles, but seeing them integrated into large buses represents how far the industry has come. When you combine those systems with real-time data analytics and fleet monitoring, you get a level of oversight that reassures event organizers and passengers alike. Of course, no machine is without challenges. While the new energy configurations are impressive, infrastructure remains a hurdle. Charging networks, maintenance standards, and long-term reliability in diverse climates will be areas Higer needs to continue proving. And with a focus on premium design and advanced technology, pricing could become a barrier for smaller operators who might admire the V-Series but hesitate at the investment compared to more traditional fleets. Yet, as the buses glide away from the games venues, carrying athletes back to their villages or spectators to the next competition, the impression they leave is undeniable. These aren't just vehicles, they are symbols of ambition, progress, and a future in which public transport is not a compromise, but a choice people can take pride in. The new V-Series manages to balance striking design with practical performance, advanced technology with real-world usability, and a forward-looking energy strategy with the demands of today's passengers. Watching them in action during the Chengdu World Games, it feels less like reviewing a bus and more like witnessing a turning point. Higer has crafted a fleet that doesn't just meet the needs of a global sporting event, but sets a benchmark for what modern mobility should look like in 2025 and beyond.